Watch him.
Anybody that's read any history at all knows that the Cowboys and the Indians, they were together. I mean, there was always either fighting or friendly. And there was many friendly Indians as well as those that were hostile. And you can't say that they couldn't be put together. I don't see nothing wrong with having them put in the Cowboy Hall of Fame or whatever together.
You're both going to jail.
I gotta help him up.
There was a lot of animosity against the Indians, so they were suppressed, as most Southerners were.
Slow.
Ain't no one put me in jail.
That both of the two cultures, though they've clashed at times in the past, they've evolved into a culture that everybody can be respectful of each other. And that's the key to the whole thing.
Come on out here, Missy. We'll get you paid up.
Watch them. They may be playing possum.
Man, there's some ugly-looking boys here.
The Cowboys fought the Indians. The Indians fought the Cowboys. They fought the Pilgrims, the people that have come across country to keep them out of their land, which is understandable. So you have to realize that. But nowadays, I want them to understand that just because they were red and we were white, that we were enemies. But we weren't, not everybody. And I want the kids to grow up knowing that you can still have friends and be associated with people other than your own, say, white people or your own people.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Woo, he's a heavy one. Hero. Oh. My true hero. I'm not fine now. You boys get this cleaned up now. Drinks are on the house.
I play cowboy, so I want them to learn more about the way the Cowboys were and what they did, the trail drives, the fist fights, the knife fights, the gun fights, the friendliness, the farming, the cattle raising, every bit of it, as well as the Indians. Yeah, they taught us an awful lot. The people that came to this country, they learned an awful lot. The Indians taught them a lot, And so that's what we need to have the people do now, is go see these museums, learn about what really did happen.
We are an institution that's dedicated to preserving and interpreting, that is, telling the story of the evolving cultures of the American West, and we couldn't do that by boxing ourselves strictly around the cowboy. It began with the notion that we would, as most halls of fame, would be telling the stories of individual cowboys, if you will, who had an impact on the West. But as the institution matured, as we expanded into one of the great collections of Western and wildlife art anywhere in the world, as we expanded our subject matter into not only the cowboy and the sport of rodeo, but also into the pioneers and the hunting West, the military West, and certainly the Native American story. It became obvious that this was not just a place that honored specific individuals, but indeed is a repository for the heritage of the American West in all its many dimensions. We love seeing that surprised look on folks' faces when they come and see that indeed there's a much broader universe of expression here than some of them expected.